boys, we was going hunting. And we thought we'd go up by this pond, one of the lakes there on the farm, and go for a swim. So we headed up to the pond, and when we got to the pond, there's about 100 ducks swimming on the pond. And I'm not willing to turn down a good duck because they're yummy. And I got an idea in my head. There was some old plow lines laying on the fence. So I took off my clothes, and I grabbed at the plow line. I dove in under the water. And I swim up underneath all them ducks. And I tied their legs together. And then I tied the plow lines together, and I come up out of the water. Of course, as I come up out of the water, I splashed a little bit, made too much noise, and the ducks took off. And all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was 50 feet up in the air. We were dripping wet and naked. And I'd have fallen off for sure if I hadn't had the good sense to tie the lines into a loop and kind of sit down and, well, just hold on. You know, the silly ducks flew all that afternoon, all through the night. They finally lit down on a pond somewhere about sunup. Well, I tied them up to a tree. I didn't want to lose my ride home. And I headed over and I saw a cabin. So I got down this bush and I thought, hey, anybody there? And this old guy comes out of the cabin and says, yeah, I'm here. You alone? Yeah, I'm batching it. So I come out from behind the bush and I says, got any clothes? Well, he gave me this pair of overalls. I mean, they were miles too big for me, but they were clothes. So I said to him, hey, where am I anyway? Right here. Well, I know that, but where's here? Oh, just outside Rutledge, Missouri. I was in Missouri. Well, how's hunting around here? Well, that old man started telling me a whole bunch of stuff that didn't have a lick of truth in it. I can tell you that right now. But the upshot of it was that we decided to go hunt. So he pulls down this ancient double-barreled muzzle-loading shotgun off the wall. And he put a double charge of powder in each barrel. He didn't tell me that. He gave me the gun. So we headed off down the road, and we come on this river. A beautiful flock of ducks there on the river. Get the gun ready, and I hear this honking. And there's a big flock of geese down the river. Ducks, geese, ducks. Gosh! I stuck my fingers in the barrels and pulled. And I just had it ready to shoot at both of them when right across the river comes down to drink a 12-point buck. I'm putting the barrels back together again. And there in front of me out of the water comes a cottonmouth rattlesnake ready to bite me. I was so scared I pulled both barrels. And I tell you what, that double-charged powder in each barrel knocked me head over heels splash into the river. And I jumped up and I looked, and I managed to get a bunch of the ducks. And here they come floating down, so I'm grabbing up, and I hear the old man in the water behind me, and I hit a lot of the geese too, so he was grabbing them. And as I come up on the bank, the legs of those overalls were just swimming. And I shook one leg out, and about 15 trout fell out. I shook the other leg out, come about 20 bass. And as I bent down and set down my ducks, one of the snaps flew off the overall and banged a rabbit right between the eyes. Well, the buck was still there, so I had to get the gun ready again. Except I couldn't find the ramrod. It had gone down the throat of a rattlesnake. And I went to fire, but the hammers were missing off the gun. I looked across the river. Do you know those hammers had flown off straight across at that deer and had it all pinned in? Well, I finally got it back on, and we got it. And we got back to the house, and we had 36 ducks, 48 geese, 15 trout, 22 bass, rabbit, the rattlesnake, and a 12-point buck. The old man said, shoot, you ought to stay around here and hunt with me for a while. I said, oh, it's only a fair day's hunting. You come up to Iowa, I'll show you how to really hunt. And I had to get going. I had to get back to work on Monday morning. So I thanked him heartily for his kindness, and I went and got my ducks off their lines. And I got them turned the right direction toward home. And they flew and landed back on the pond there at Cedar. And so I tied them up to a tree. And you know, after a couple of weeks, they got good and fat being tied in one place. So me and the boys, we all went up and had us a roast duck picnic there at